Hi, my name is Piotr and welcome to the second episode. The goal of this series is to bring free financial intelligence that comes from the best sources from the top investors and business people worldwide. I want to answer a question: why do I even bother investing? Why is it so important for me to learn to manage my money and to invest it? So, first of all, if you have some purchase that is big, that you have to save up for it, let's say you want to buy a car or a house, it will take time. You will have to work hard and save the money. So instead of holding that money on your bank account where it earns very little interest, it is better for you to invest that money. And of course, you are taking on some risk. So for instance, if you want to buy a car next year, I do not recommend that you invest that money into the stock market. The stock market is very volatile. It is not very strange to see a price of a stock move around 50% a year. So if you buy some stocks, it can happen that you won't be able to afford that car in a year. But there are some other investments that are safer and can be beneficial in that kind of situation. So, for instance, your bank can offer you time deposits. So, if you keep the money for the year, for 1 year, you cannot access that money, but they will give you higher interest on that money. There are also government bonds. So, bonds are a type of investments where you borrow money to the government. So, the government takes money from you. You give government, let's say, 100, and they say, okay, after some period of time, they will give you back the money plus interest. So you can find a bond in your country that has 1 year till maturity, so 1 year bond. If you give the money to the government, after 1 year, they will give you the money back. The bonds are also great during the hard times of inflation. A lot of countries have bonds that are called inflation-adjusted bonds, meaning that while borrowing the money to the government, you will get interest similar to the inflation. So in times of high inflation, those bonds will be very, very, very beneficial for you. What I also love about investing is that it's kind of passive income. So if I invest on the stock market, if I buy some companies, I can hold those stocks for a year, 2 years, even longer. And that money will work for me, it will multiply, and I don't have to work basically. After I do my analysis, I can just purchase the stock and the company will work for me. Even if I die, I will still make money. In business, it is a little bit similar. In there, you manage other people's time. So you become a boss, you become a manager, and you manage other people and create a lot of value, even in a short and medium term. Although it's very difficult to start your own company, if you have some passion, if you know that you have to start a company, for instance, Elon Musk, he didn't in the beginning want to start a company. He just didn't get a job in the company he wanted to work for. So he decided, okay, I cannot really go and get a job in the field I want to, so I will start my own company in that field. As you can see, it worked out great. The investments and learnings to manage money will also take care of two most important emotions that are connected to money: the fear and greed. So you won't need to stress about money anymore. If you have a financial cushion in form of some investments, you won't have to be scared of not being able to afford food after you lose your job. After you lose your job, you also won't be in such a hurry to find a new job very quickly. You will be able to scan the job market with a calm mind and find the best opportunities for your next employment. You won't have to just grab some shitty job just to survive. You have a lot of money in your bank, in your investments that can be liquidated and can be used if something bad happens. And finally, something called financial freedom. Of course, it is very difficult to achieve that, but it can be achieved when your monthly expenses are equal to the monthly income that comes from your investing. You can say that you are financially free. If you don't want to, you don't have to work anymore. Your every expense will be covered by your investments. So that also can be done, although it's a very, very long-term goal. But through compounding, so the money will start to speed up. The amount of money you earn will speed up. Because if you earn, let's say, 10% every year at first, if you invest $100, during the first year you will earn $10. But for the next year you will have $110. You earn 10%, so that's $11. So as you can see, the money will start growing faster and faster and faster. So the beginning of developing your financial intelligence, it will be very rough. You can even lose money. But after some time, after you learn the skill of money multiplication, the money will really take care of you. You will have abundance of money. The compounding interest really works in your favor, and if you invest and work long term, the money will come in great amounts. Yeah, that's why I invest, and I hope that investing in financial intelligence is also something that you want to develop. Thank you for listening to this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, have a great day.